Good morning, everybody. I wanted to introduce you to a new member of the channel today. Yeah, so in the mornings lately, I've had this bird coming in to the house, and I don't know if it's a he or she, honestly, but I think it's trying to eat the insects that are attracted to the lights I leave on at night. Um, so the eaves and soffit are kind of still under construction in front of the house, and they figured a way to get in and out easily. Uh, I don't necessarily have a problem with it because they are eating insects, and yes, the attic space has a spider problem. At least used to, right? I mean, there's hardly any left. That biphin really did its job, from what I can tell. This looks like I have a visitor today again. So the fascia board isn't on yet, and they figured out a way to get in, and the light is attracting insects at the window. So this smart guy, he's basically trying to get all the insects. And he's not afraid of people. So but he doesn't really want to impose either. It's weird. But the amount of energy he takes getting those few insects at the window, he spends getting lost in here. It lands on like everything, and he's already pooped on my dishes. So I have to wash them every time I use them. I don't know. That's not the new member to the channel. Let me show you. All right, guys, this is Minty. Yeah. I've already named her. Her name is Minty. She's a 2013 FIAT. So I got it at a really good price, but it needs some work. I'm gonna check the oil now for like the first time. I want to just go over it. All right, guys, let's go get Minty a new battery. So I need a mount for my phone, right? Gotta watch out for that fire ant pile. I gotta get some biphin for that. Oh, my garbage stinks. Whew. All right, so let's go. I mean, this is great. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't have a reverse camera just yet, so I'll have to wait. Nice. It's a stick shift. It has been years since I drove stick, man, but I love it. Yeah, I have Windex too. Oh, so is the air conditioner working yet? Let's see here. If it works this morning, that probably means it's the pressure switch, or there's just too much pressure in the lines. It sounds funny though. You can hear it, the refrigerant going through the evaporator. Huh. Check right front tire, 27 psi. Fine. Alright, let's take one here. Alright, so we got this one here. Alright, now technically this should be a drop-in replacement without dropping anything. Let's see there. Yeah, it makes sense that you would put heat like to protect it from the heat, right? Since it's so hot. That's pretty good. Oh wow, it spread all the way to where the nut was. Probably new freeze we could do. I'll do that here. Wow, I cannot get over how hot it is, but I was just in Walmart and I was looking around and I realized that I couldn't just buy any old setup for the phone. Like I had two mounts in Roamer, so I took one out and I put it in here. Let me show you that one. But I didn't know how long of a cable, so it ended up being where this is definitely secure enough. I have an outlet here, but I also have the aux port USB in there, right? So I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the USB-A, probably like a 3-foot cord would be just fine. So USB-A, USB-C, and we'll be done. Back from Walmart, and I got my USB-C cable. Let's get it hooked up. All right, let's go. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, yep, USB-C. Let's get you plugged in. Probably come all the way from the bottom up, so it's not so obvious, but there you go. What's wrong with the car is the passenger window actuator isn't actuating, so the window won't go down. So essentially that's another thing to the list. So my little girl Minty, oh my goodness, she's got a lot of work we need to do. It's hot as Hades in here. It's like 98 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is hot, hot, hot. This car is such a gas sipper. I feel free now. Like, Roamer put a lot of pressure on me to where I didn't want to go anywhere or do anything. I just wanted to leave him sit there. But Minty, she does not use any gas. So maybe we'll go to the mall today. I don't know, just to kind of get our bearings. Well, first let's put air in the tire. Let's boot up the air compressor, drop the air hose down out of the window, and give Minty some fresh air. All right, so I had to pull over and adjust the phone mount because it fell while I was driving, and I didn't want to pull over. I mean, I didn't want to touch it while I was driving. So if you fall again, I'll leave you. But essentially, I'm blasting hot air basically right now, but I'm sweaty, so it feels cool. As long as you stay hydrated, you're fine. guess what? You fell. Yeah. All right, but we're back at the cabin, and what I want to do next is kind of like spend some time on the car before we go to the mall. So, okay, so if I do, you can hear the actuator motor turning, but I think the arm is broken, really. All right, guys, I'm finally getting some shade under the clouds. It's probably come down to about 85. It's not so bad, but I had gotten done with lunch, and while I was eating lunch, I was YouTubing the 2013 Fiat 500, and apparently there's two versions of the window actuator you can get. One is with the motor, one is without. Technically, the motor's working fine, but the worm gear that drives the actuator is not. So I won't be able to just buy the $20 actuator. I'll need to get the one with the worm gear, which includes the motor. But that's okay, because this is a common problem, I think, with like, I'm thinking like maybe like car burglaries. They take the window and they push it down and they force their way in and it cracks stuff. It strips the worm gears. That's what happened. I've already taken it apart. I couldn't resist. It was only 5 screws. But I didn't get it on camera because I was downloading all the videos from today on there. So what do we got left today? We have some windows we got to clean. Yeah, the weirdest thing is with my phone, it's turning off my microphone the uh, if the phone's not on airplane mode. If I put my phone on airplane mode, nothing disconnects. My microphone stays connected through the whole video. But if I don't do that, then random times it will just turn off and you won't hear anything. I'll have to trash the video. All right, there we go. I didn't get any acetone, but I did get isopropyl alcohol. Hopefully that'll take care of that window goo. I'll show you in a second. It's like all of that goo is like stuck on the window. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gross. I know it'll come off with acetone, but it might also come off with IPA. All right, so the good news is I was able to get it but now we're just doing a regular cleaning. All right, looking good. Oh, looks like I got missed a little bit of hanging toilet paper or tissue paper. Doink. All right, looking good. Yeah, I'm really digging it. Oh, look, they were an Aggie. Houston Astros. Yeah. Hopefully. Doink. All right, looks like I got some more cleaning to do. Oops. All right, so they had a pink line on it and it went down. So that tells me the car is probably either had some air in there or it's consuming some of that antifreeze or overflowing it, which means it has to burp. So the easy thing is it needs a good burp, or the head gasket is on its way out. Now I don't see any steam coming out of the exhaust, so we should be good. I mean, I'm hopeful. I mean, the cylinder head is right here. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe like a day's worth of work. And while I was at it, I probably just put the air compressor, AC compressor in it. But for right now, this is good. And as long as it doesn't take, I have enough time to adjust. We'll see. I'll look for puddles under the car when I stop it. That's how we'll know. If it's just burping, then it's not that big of a deal. Let's go for a ride. Alright, we're at the gas station. We're going to fill Minty up for the first time. Let's see how we did. Awesome. $19.50 and under 8 gallons. Hey guys, I didn't go to the mall. I ended up just kind of doing little things on Minty. So essentially she needs a window regulator, so I put an order in, and then I drove like, I don't know, like 50 miles to the 2 towns over to pick up the window regulator, because this was the only store in the area that had it. But my gas gauge didn't even move, and it was doing like the instantaneous MPG setting, and it went as high as 70 miles per gallon on this trip over here. So, you know, most it cost me $2. So I am just totally enamored by this car, I have to tell you. But I guess we're just gonna head back to the cabin, and I'll probably pick this up tomorrow morning, and we'll install it and get that window up and down, because it might be a while before I get the AC compressor ordered. I'm not sure. So yeah, about that. I did buy refrigerant for the compressor. I put it in just a skosh, tiny little bit, and it started working again. But guess what? The compressor stalled the car, so it kind of seized for a second, and then when it turned off, it disengaged the clutch, and the AC compressor clutch, and I was able to start the car at the intersection and go. But compressor shot, that's all it was. It's the compressor. So presumably that's all it needs, right? That is something I can do, but I'll probably watch a few videos on that, but that's not going to be in this video at all. This is Minty's first day. So I mean, I've come a long way already. You know, if I picked up the window regulator, I already know how to put that in. That was one of the major problems with it. Why it didn't sell was the window didn't go down and the AC kept crapping out. Yeah, so I guess let me get back to driving. Guys, it's the next day, and I have the window actuator that I'm going to install and get down to O'Reilly's, where we'll order the AC compressor for another video. Future Andy problem. I was watching some YouTube videos, and it doesn't look that difficult, but I'll need a new tool to do it. But I suppose let's just get into all this. So we're going to pull this panel off and put the new actuator on, and hopefully it won't take us too long. Let's get to it. There's a hidden Phillips in here at a really weird angle. You can feel it. The reason why I'm wearing gloves this time is because the window actuator is very greasy. So there's just 2 here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and pull this panel off here gently. So we have access to that one. I had this panel off yesterday, kind of seeing what might be wrong. Easy fix, hard fix. Sometimes you get away with zip ties fixing this problem, but not in my case. Someone really forced that window down and it stripped the gear. It's an expensive fix. Alright, so now that we have the panel unbolted, 5 screws, right? And then now I know for a fact that we can just lift this up and out. So out and up to, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so I had already set this aside yesterday. So now you got that. It's a vapor barrier, like moisture. Okay, so I think that's peeled back enough for me. So I had already left the old one on plugs just so I'm not tempted. Ah, that's what it was. So 10mm. Let's go get the 10mm socket. Yeah, I was trying to get the AC compressor ordered online, but O'Reilly is the only one in town that has the unit, but they technically don't. It's at a warehouse. They'll get it over here. Okay, so they made this portal here. So I should be able to push that in with a screwdriver, and then the glass should just slide up and out. Okay, which is what I needed. I didn't know it had that access port until I saw it. So this is where you would tape it. I hope it doesn't come crashing. But this thing will pop right out now. And the new one will go straight in. Okay. Didn't quite take me that long the first time. Alright. Now we got the new one. Ooh, it's shiny. Okay. Essentially, the studs are facing me. Not sure what that's all about, but I'll leave that in there. Right. Yeah, it looks good. Let's get that in there. Okay. There you are. 1, 2, 3. So I'm not done messing with that regulator yet because I have to lower the window down on that and make sure it clips in. 2. And 3. Alright, so we got that on the inside. Go ahead and plug this guy in. Okay. Alright, that's in. Let's test it. Alright, so basically the one from, what is that, Advanced Auto? They gave me a, let's see here. Gave me a regulator with the plastic piece that needed the rubber grommet that's on the bottom where the window sits. I had to remove that so that the clasp can come down and make the pinch point poke through the window. So yeah, I mean that was like I had to do it. So now the window goes up and down. I tested it already. See, that's down and up. And that's it. Alright, let's put this thing back together. Alright, so basically we're just going to reverse the process, right? We're going to stick that through there, reattach some of this plastic here, here. Let's just do our best. It beats nothing, right? And then for this next part, I'm going to grab our door. And then I think there was a retaining clip somewhere in here. There it is. So we could put it back on or not. I don't think it's required. But all of these parts, clasps, they go in first from the top down, right? And then we can put the bottom ones in. So let's take a look here. Yep, you can hear it too, so that's how you know you got it good. Alright, so I think, see all of our holes line up here and there, so we're ready to put this bad boy back together. I'm just glad to have a window, right? A working window. So I'm gonna need my paper towels and Windex to get rid of all that grease. I never got Armor All either. I was at the auto parts store and they wanted like $8 to $12 a bottle for cleaning. And I almost was like, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. Alright guys, so let's give it the final test. Ching. I still like the push button starts, right? Alright, let's give it a try. Let's see. Awesome. Huzzah! Alright, so essentially, Windows fixed. We're ready to go. I'm going to go to town and I'm going to go to the city and go specifically to pick up some tools and to get that down and that down. It's hot. So I got to get an AC compressor, and that'll be for the next video. But if you enjoyed the content, give it a like, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.